Whenever a new Pixar movie is going to come out, I always get excited. Unless it's another Cars movie. This isn't the case here at least, so. Good Dinosaur is the latest Pixar film, I think actually like the 15th. Maybe I'm wrong there, maybe I'm not. And the movie tells the story about a dinosaur named Arlo, who's the youngest in his siblings, and he tries to find his way home with the help of a human boy he calls Spot. After something tragic happens, Arlo gets split up from his family, and yeah, that's pretty much the whole synopsis of the movie in a whole. We meet a bunch of different dinosaurs along the way, because that's how Pixar does their stuff, and this is actually one of the most simple stories they've ever come up with. And I'm trying not to say that in a negative way, because in no reason I'm gonna call this movie a bad movie. I mean, it was fine. It's a great, fun adventure movie for the whole family, but it doesn't live up to the Pixar standard. When I say that, I mean it doesn't rank up with like the Toy Stories or the Incredibles or something like that. I did think it was better than the Cars movies and Brave, because I wasn't a big fan of those two. It felt like they were trying a lot more in this movie. Yeah, it does feel like a Pixar movie, but it's not one of their best efforts ever. It's a good movie, and I'll explain why. Arlo's a green Apatosaurus, and most people are going to fall in love with his character because of the cute animation and everything. And you really feel for the guy. He's the youngest in his family, and he's just trying to prove himself to his parents and everything, so you're connected to him. But when he meets the boy Spot, that's really when the movie changes course and it starts being more comedic and a lot better in my opinion. Because when that kid shows up, he just steals every scene he's in because he's the comedic timing. He doesn't talk, so he becomes funny with the actions he does and the facial expressions he has, and it really does work out for the best. And then you really become connected to these two because they do become friends later on in the movie, and you buy their friendship, and it's cute and all. And it does have those Pixar moments where it just hits you in the heartstrings. Like, in a moment you're just crying for a dinosaur. And Pixar is like professional at doing that kind of stuff. And there was this one moment in particular in the middle of the movie that just choked me up, and it was really great. Another thing about this movie I have to give a shout out for is the animation. Pixar did an amazing job making the environment look realistic as possible, because at some points I just thought they were recording with a real camera. But that comes to one of the things I really didn't like about this movie, which were the character models. Yeah, I know, it's supposed to look cute for the kids, it's supposed to sell a bunch of toys, but it sometimes just didn't fit together that well. And another thing I want to talk about, which is kind of negative, is really how broken this movie kind of feels sometimes. Like, they're on their adventure and they come across this dinosaur and these dinosaurs and these T-Rexes, and you just never spend time with the characters and really meet them. And with these reasons, I'm not saying this movie was bad, I'm saying it was good, but there were problems in the movie. I had a fun time. I mean, it was a short movie. It was actually a really short movie for a Pixar movie, and it was simple, and I just wanted to have fun with the movie, which I did. But if I were to recommend a movie to a family, this be it. Or the Peanuts movie. I'd rather watch the Peanuts movie. But if you're just looking for a movie to watch this weekend, I seriously highly recommend you watch Creed instead, because that movie was amazing. So guys, this wasn't as good as Inside Out this year, but it was a good hit by Pixar. I mean, I still liked it. So if you want to go watch that movie, by all means, go watch the movie, because it is good, and I liked it, but I just thought Creed was a lot better this weekend. Remember to take a whole family with you, because it really was more of a family movie. There's some jokes in there for the parents that'll cross by those kids' heads. And those kids are going to grow up and watch this movie again, and they're going to be like, oh, I get it. See, that's why I love Pixar, because I was one of those kids. So guys, I hope you liked my review of The Good Dinosaur, and I hope you like it and you subscribe and keep watching. See you guys.